Hello and welcome again to Red Gaming Tech. My name is Marta. Today is the 10th of February and I have some rather interesting news from Valve, as they have actually spoken out and asked developers on Steam Greenlight to refrain from handing out games keys in exchange for votes. Now, they actually sent this message to developers through the developer-only discussion section, on Steam Greenlight. It was then helpfully screen capped and posted on Twitter by Steam Database, and yes, I'll put a link to the tweet in the description below this video if you wish to have a look-see, but I will be, of course, detailing the entire statement with you here. And Valve had this to say, quote, "When you give away copies of your game in exchange for votes, you put us in a really uncomfortable position. We do not think these votes accurately reflect customer interests, and it makes our job harder in deciding which games customers would actually buy and play on Steam. Additionally, when you give away copies of your game for votes, then every other developer on Greenlight thinks that is now the thing they need to do in order to get noticed. We don't think that is healthy for the system or really what customers want." Then Valve went on to say that apparently handing out keys for games which have yet to be greenlit has been coming up more and more. And they'll have to take the actions by developers into account when evaluating titles to be greenlit, which will basically mean a longer approval process, which is not good for anybody. Now, you can certainly see why Valve doesn't want this kind of thing happening. The whole idea of Greenlight is, well, you vote for games you're interested in, and games that might not previously made it onto onto Steam, will then be approved by the fans, and it will hopefully make its way onto Steam. Now, Greenlight has been kind of criticised since its inception for being flawed, and it definitely has a really long way to go in terms of the improvements needing to be made, but this is definitely one of them. If someone's going to vote for your game because they've given you a free key, they might genuinely be interested in the game, or they're like, well, I'll vote for it, I'll get a free game. If it's rubbish, who cares? And you can kind of see why Valve might have a problem with that, because it's kind of, well, hedging your votes a little bit, isn't it? It's like, hey, I'll give you money to vote for me. That's not an honest vote, really, is it? So, you know, rewarding Greenlight people after the game has already been approved, okay, that I could kind of see, with some extra free content or something like that. Obviously, you couldn't give away keys to everybody who greenlit, but you could possibly do a giveaway for Greenlight users or something like that. Or even, just as I said, free content, you know, something along those lines. Of course, I don't know if there's any way for the developer to find out who greenlit their voted yes on the game, because I'm not a developer. But you get my point. There's nothing wrong with rewarding it after the fact, if that's possible. But giving out keys and going, hey, vote for us, that's not really honest. And I kind of see why Valve has to step in, because, well, Greenlight has already been criticised heavily for being flawed, and it is. It needs improvement. I like the idea behind it. But it does need improvement, and this is one of the things that need to be sorted out, unfortunately. Anyway, do let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comments below, and I'll see you next time.